About damn time, who?
And who are you supposed to be? Have we met?
Maybe. In the desert?
The desert? You managed. What happened to Hooper?
What did you do to us? Why?
Because it's what you were made for.
Made?
You really don't know.
What do you mean?
You aren't human. You're one of them. A replicant.
What is real? How do you define real? If you're talking about what you can feel, what you can smell, what you can taste and see, then real is simply electrical signals interpreted by your brain.
Have you ever been in an institution? Cells.
Cells.
Do they keep you in a cell? Cells.
Cells.
When you're not performing your duties, do they keep you in a little box? Cells.
This causes it. This causes it. This causes it. Information overload. All the electronics around you poisoning the airwaves.
You are listening to the High Tech Low Life podcast, a cyberpunk media retrospective. High Tech Low Life contains language and themes not suitable for all audiences, as well as spoilers for the content being covered. Listener discretion is advised.
Welcome to the High Tech Low Life podcast, featuring your hosts, Eric and Josh. I am Eric.
And I'm Josh.
We are a cyberpunk media podcast, and this week's cyberpunk offering is called Blade Runner Black Lotus, not to be confused with Blade Runner Dark Lotus, the ICP psychopathic record supergroup from the late 90s.
Featuring members of ICP, Twisted, Cottonmouth Kings, Blaze Ya Dead Homie.
Supergroup, to be sure. A lot of drama between those guys now. I've recently seen on some Reddit posts. Yeah, it's a sad thing. Psychopathic Records is having some infighting. Actually, I don't want to talk about things. There might be some juggalos out there that know the drama, and I'm messing it up, so I shouldn't go any deeper.
Okay. Well, that's too bad. Shout out to all juggalos in these trying times.
Yes, we need you. Blade Runner Black Lotus is the show we're covering, and I am super pumped to talk about it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So before we do that, we're going to do the things we usually do here on the High Tech Low Life podcast, because, as I have stated many times in the past, cyberpunk is a genre about dystopia, and he is repeating this every week, becoming tiresome.
It is, but also it isn't. Like, apparently it has to be done. Like, either it needs to be repeated every week, or we just record a thing.
Yeah, true. But since we talk about dystopias a lot, in fact, I would say we lean more into the dystopia than into the cyber part of cyberpunk.
Often, yeah.
We like to compare it to the modern dystopia we all find ourselves living in, which seems to be getting worse every second of every day. So what's happened in the last week as far as dystopia goes? Dystopa talk, as it's been called.
Talking to baby. Well, let's see. Continued war, quote marks, with Iran.
It's not going so easily as I think they thought it would.
Yeah, because Iran did some really obvious things that literally everybody who's ever looked at a map and has any idea how navies work since explosives existed, anybody could see that coming, but don't worry about it.
I've played first-person shooters. I understand the concept of a choke point.
Yeah, it's not I mean, it's not a great way to. It's hard to get giant, not tremendously fast boats full of flammable liquids past a navy who doesn't want them passed.
Yeah, that's true. You would think the largest army in the history of mankind would think about that.
Nah. Thinking about that stuff is for chumps, not for real war fighters who
it's woke, dude. It's woke.
Who announce war crimes at press conferences.
Yeah. We talked about the war a lot last week, though. Is there anything else that you can think of? It's kind of...
I would like to add an addendum to the war.
Okay.
Something that we have undersold because, it's not nearly as much in our news. Israel is also right now bombing the living shit out of Lebanon.
That's true.
Like, killing motherfuckers like it ain't no thing.
I just saw a Reddit post, and that means its validity is questionable at best, but about considered ground invasion of Lebanon.
Yeah. And, I mean, that would be bad, not just because, invading people is bad, but also... they've got some experience living through that. They're going to be pretty hard.
Yeah. I don't know why we're doing this. I don't know what there is to gain.
Because we need to show the world that we are not a woke army. I guess.
That's the best answer I've heard. And that is the worst answer I've heard.
It is so deeply stupid. I mean, anyway, if you wanna hear about a bummer of the modern era, everybody go read the history of Lebanon and how it went from the Paris of the Middle East in the 1960s to war-torn, constantly shelled and bombed hellhole.
Sad times.
Yeah. Hey, here's fun dystopia talk.
Oh, that's rare.
Shoes don't fit.
That's true. Yeah. The president's buying everybody shoes that I don't. This is a rumor that I kind of hesitate to believe because it seems so dumb, but it is funny if it's true.
It does seem very dumb. On the other hand, I have seen at this point, because this broke, probably Wednesday, something like that. I have at this point seen many, many pictures of high-level people in the administration wearing shoes that clearly do not fit. Like,
it's strange.
It's very odd. It's just such a and it's only compounded by the members of the administration's stupidity and pride. Because the story goes, the president likes to guess people's shoe size, and if he, you walk in and he really likes these Florsheims, which, I mean, a Florsheim's a fine shoe. On the other hand, it's not exactly the opulence our commander-in-chief is known for, but whatever. He tries to guess your shoe size, and then he gives you shoes. Apparently, you can say, no, I'm a 10.5 or whatever. And he will give you 10.5s. But either if you do not correct him, because,
you're afraid to.
Face is buried all the way up his asshole, right, or you're the type of person who wears 10.5s but says he wears 12s because it makes him feel important. I don't know, whatever. The same way. Yeah, the same way that fully half the guys you meet in the world are 6'2", even though they are my height.
Yeah.
They'll say they're 6'2". But
I realize I've been underselling it. I was telling everyone I was 6'1", and I went to the doctor and they said I was 6'2".
Oh yeah.
So if you believe me, which you have no reason to.
Yeah, honestly, that makes sense. I totally believe it, because I was, at one point like 6'1" or 6'1.5".
Yeah.
You were always a little taller than I was.
The gamer's hunch is getting to me though.
Oh yeah, it's my. I honestly, can't remember. I assume I have been height measured at the hospital, at the doctor's office sometime in the past 25 years. I do not remember it, if so, but man, I am certain I have lost easily a full fucking inch just due to cartilage collapse in my joints and shit.
Yeah. Anyway, the shoe thing is pretty funny, and it feels like something out of a
Fairy tale.
like a farcical, or like a comet, like a Catch-22 style book about fascism. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anyway, let's do recommendos.
I have one.
It's one more than me.
It is Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die.
Oh, cool. I'm guessing we'll be covering that probably.
Sure, but it's definitely dystopic. And I guess it's kind of cybery. But yeah, it will be a fun watch for anybody who likes this show.
Fun watch.
Yeah,
It's been a while since I've had one of those.
it has certainly 2 weeks. What did we do 3 weeks ago?
I don't remember. It was something good, I think.
Oh, was it
It
Transmet?
was Transmetropolitan. We did 2 weeks, which we had a week off of it, so it's been a long time.
God, I do not know why I am feeling so fucking burnt out after only 2 weeks of.
Well, I guess let's get into it. We're talking about it. I don't have any recommendos anyway, so let's talk about Blade Runner : Black Lotus. I feel like it should have been more interesting than it was.
I feel like it should have been more interesting than it was, and it also should have been half as long as it was.
Yeah, it could have been a movie. It was. I think the animation was pretty, and at times it was really impressive how it looked. It's just a shame that the story was completely uninteresting to me at all.
Yeah, I was, and as I was implying, I was having a real borderline existential crisis watching this week. Like, what the fuck are we even doing here? Like, we Surrogates last week, and then this, which is long, and I mean, it is pretty. We can't deny it's pretty.
Yeah,
but
even that. I realized that as I was finishing up this morning. There's nothing new there.
It's not like interesting pretty.
Yeah, it looks gorgeous. It looks like the Blade Runner world, but it's like fan art of Blade Runner. More than 2049 took Blade Runner and made something bigger and more beautiful. This is just like a Blade Runner fan art.
And that's kind of exactly what it was. Fan
fiction. Deal with it, yeah.
Saw an interview with the producer whose name I cannot remember.
Of this?
Yeah. And he said basically we, when we heard they were doing these shorts before Blade Runner 2049 came out, I really campaigned hard to get us one of them, which we did not watch. Because I love Blade Runner. I have been entranced by the Blade Runner world since I first saw it, blah, blah, blah. And then he campaigned really hard after, 2049 came out and didn't do great. But he campaigned really hard. Like, I want to make a Blade Runner animated series. I've always wanted to dick around in the Blade Runner world. And
Dick Alert. By the way, we should play Dick Alert at the beginning of this.
We should. Yeah. And so, it's kind of fan fiction. I mean,
it feels like fan fiction.
And yet, this could be any world.
It could easily. I mean, it's got replicants, but what world doesn't at this point?
Yeah, who doesn't?
I guess we'll get into it more as we recap. One problem I had with the Surrogates, that episode went long, not because we had anything to say about it, but because we were repeating.
Oh yeah, I believe
how much it was failing.
You'll be shocked to learn that I did not listen to that episode.
We need a good one, folks. We need a good We need a good
We do. And I mean, it's also, it's a little unfair for me to pile it on this series, but I also just had, the thought like, what the fuck are we even doing here? Why is this a Blade Runner thing? Like, it doesn't need to be. Like,
Yeah,
it
doesn't.
You can just not. I mean, like, even though I am nowhere near as high on 2049 as you and a lot of other people are, I still recognize, like, yeah, that's the film Blade Runner is integral to that thing's plot, and the existence of all this stuff is very integral to what that show is, or what that movie is. This one, I mean, you could have just, replaced the word replicants with, I don't know, clone dudes.
Yeah, this could be a Star Wars
fucking
clone.
robo dudes.
Yeah.
And changed like 2 character names, and you're not in Blade Runner anymore.
This could be an Aliens thing,
Yeah.
which I guess you could argue there it's the same, but it could be Star Wars. It could be just its own fucking thing.
This could honestly be season 2 of Alien Earth.
Yeah. God. Yeah, it actually kind of could. That's another thing. Another problem I have with it is, it was incredibly cliche. I think they used every cliche in filmmaking that exists. And every time I'd see one, I'd just be like, oh, of course they're doing the stabbed in the hand and slide your hand down the sword move.
Yeah.
Of course they're doing the hug the woman and then shoot her while you're in a hug move.
Yeah.
It's like cliche after cliche after cliche.
There is nothing in this show after about minute 1 that I did not see coming at least a scene ahead of time. Like, I could have plotted this out on a napkin, having seen the whole show, having seen, the first episode.
Yeah, it's a missed opportunity because the animation style is a little weird and hard to get used to, but it would work, I think, very well for a good Blade Runner story.
Yeah.
I could argue that the haircuts do not really work so well. They feel very anime.
Oh man, I want to stab Neander Wallace almost as much as I do when he is portrayed by Jared Leto.
I was going to ask that at some point. Which Neander Wallace do you prefer? Because it's tough.
I would say this one, because all it would take to get rid of this one is pressing a delete button.
Yeah.
Selecting animation files and pressing delete.
If only. Well, we don't know that that Leto isn't AI. Maybe he could be deleted.
One can hope. Well,
he definitely seems to be grown in a lab.
Someday we'll get to Tron Ares and we'll find out.
Oh, we will. But yeah. Oh, and while we're talking about things, the music on this is unbearable.
Horrible. Like, I do not know what crowd they were shooting for, but I can tell you 1,000%. I have no part in that crowd and I don't know them.
I can tell you, I think. Well, at least Farah pointed this out when we were watching it. If you've ever watched Vanderpump Rules or any of those reality shows, they all have this pop music that plays like between scenes to transition from scene to scene. And it's this type of hyper generic pop bullshit that I think there's probably like an online store you can go and purchase it for $5 a song or whatever to use in your program, your project, and plug it in. And maybe I'm being cruel. Maybe some of these artists are very talented and maybe some of our listeners are fans of them. And I hope that's not the case, but it does not work for me at all whatsoever. And every episode ending took me out of what I just watched by this weird, very actually dated at this point, pop music.
Since they kept changing, every episode ends with a different song, I kept thinking, maybe this one will be good.
Yeah, I thought so too. Maybe we'll get a good one in there.
Because, sometimes, especially when you're talking about, crossing over and Japanese materials, sometimes you'll find really interesting juxtaposition. Like, this could have had fucking baby metal at the end of it at any point. It would have made just as much sense as any of the songs, and I would have been like, yeah, baby metal. All right, sure. Or fucking Marty Friedman. I don't know. There can be, at least in my experience, in a lot of Japanese media, there's a lot more crossover between the different genres and stuff. And you don't see that as much over here. So I was thinking, okay, maybe next time. Maybe next time it'll be, one of the bands from Burst City.
Yeah, I don't, I did not have that type of hopes. Like, but I'm not opposed. Like, I like a lot of pop music, and
this is just very bad pop music.
Yeah, and there's a Japanese version of this that I wonder if the music is better on. Like, if it had actually, like, the J-pop bands have talent. The music I feel like they pulled wasn't from talented bands. It was from music factories, and not the CNC version that we love.
Yes.
It was from, like, factories that churn out music for TV shows.
It was the classic, what band on the label that our studio owns has a record coming out next week, and we want to promote it. Sorry,
bands that played on this soundtrack, if I'm hurting your feelings. I don't like to dog people, but it did not feel like, beyond good or bad, it did not fit this show, because the rest of the score seemed like it was desperately trying to emulate a Blade Runner score.
Yeah, there was some Vangelis-y shit.
Yeah. And then it cuts to this, and I know that's also kind of an anime thing, so maybe I'm just not down with that. But
you are down with the clown.
It was a at the every credit roll of every episode.
What if every episode ended with a Dark Lotus song?
That I'm getting behind. I can't even think of one.
Or alternating between Dark Lotus and Flying Lotus.
What's Flying Lotus?
Is a bass player, funk bass player out of Los Angeles.
I'm in.
You would dig it if you heard it.
All right, we've kind of aired our dissatisfaction, and I know there are probably people out there that really love this show.
I'm sure there are.
It's clearly, when you watch it, we're not the demo. It's aimed at a younger demographic, I think.
I guess. I don't know. Do younger demographics even begin to give a shit about Blade Runner?
I mean, that's the question, but yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. So, the basic plot of the whole thing is a girl wakes up in the back of a van. She has a tattoo of a lotus on her back. It's black. And she ends up in the city. She has no memory of anything. Oh, turns out she's a replicant. Why is she a replicant on Earth? Well, because rich people hunt them sometimes. And this was, at a certain point, it is explained that, and it hadn't occurred to me, like, no, there's no hunting anymore because all the animals are dead.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, that's that's something I hadn't thought of.
This is actually part of my biggest problems with it, is like the central inciting incident. We're supposed to feel bad for these replicants because they're being hunted, which we do.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't feel like in this world they've built that anybody else would, because there are so few replicants on Earth. They are essentially not human to these people. They're drones. They're robots. Nobody in that world who, outside of a few Blade Runners who have dealt with replicants, are going to fucking care.
Yeah.
And at some point they say, like, we'll get the word out and everybody will know about this. And I'm like, motherfucker, the Epstein files just came out and nobody cared. And those were real children.
Yeah.
Who's going to care about a bunch of robots being shot? I'm sorry.
Especially when they are established as, these are like blank robots. They have like some personality template, but like almost effectively zero memories. I mean, it's
a bad conceit to base your plot around.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Okay.
So
That's-
so anyway, she's gonna spend the whole thing trying to do revenge on these people and uncovering a plot about fucking Jared Leto, and I don't know.
It's her boyfriend.
Yeah. Were you actually here's okay, here's my first question. Did you, as I did, immediately clock you see this hoodied figure tattooing the Black Lotus on her back in a flashback? Did you immediately clock that's going to be Jared Leto?
Yeah, instantaneously. But also, they had the same voice because he spoke. It was only like 3 words, but he sounded a lot like Edward Norton to me. For some reason, I thought it was Edward Norton the whole time.
I could see that. That's that actor is Wes Bentley.
Yeah.
Your favorite movie actor of all time from the plastic bag in American Beauty.
He rightfully called out the most beautiful thing in the world as a floating plastic bag. We all know this.
A movie that is entirely unproblematic these days.
100%. And all the actors have never done anything wrong in their lives ever.
Yeah. Do we just want to do a stream of consciousness? Talk about things that aren't this?
Kind of. And it's so sad because this has Blade Runner at the front of it. We are primed to want to love this.
Like, yeah, that's, okay, so she gets into town. She gets, like, mugged by some gangers, but she, kind of beats them up and runs away. It's not very important. Oh, and she recalls her name, which is Elle. Bum, bum, bum. And she recalls where she lives. There's, like, a memory in her mind of building with an angel on it. Ooh. So she goes that direction, and meets one of 2 characters in this that are in a Blade Runner film. Doc Badger.
He's in a Blade Runner film?
Yeah, he's in Blade Runner 2049.
Oh, shit.
It's the same
actor.
It's the only actor, I think, that crosses over.
Dumb brain did not even make that connection.
Yeah. Yeah, and that was my first... He ends up basically leaving the show for a huge amount of the runtime. It sucks because I find that character interesting.
Yeah, for sure.
And
that's a big problem with this show. There are no interesting characters.
And it just makes me think, like, man, what if you just did, if you wanted to do a Blade Runner show, just do, like, structured around fucking Doc Badger's adventures, for God's sake. I mean, he's running a weird bio pawn shop. You get into all sorts of shit.
Yeah, it'd be very sick.
Yeah. Make it a fucking Sanford and Sons thing.
Yeah. Junk shop.
Yeah. Rules.
We can do the theme song. I cut it out of last episode.
So, yeah, we meet Doc Badger, and we're like, oh, shit, yeah, I guess we should get situated in time. This is 13 years after Blade Runner.
Doc Badger's a kid.
Yeah, he's younger. And what is it, 17 years before? Yeah,
it's kind of smack in the middle of both of them.
Yeah. And then the gang chases her in there. She beats him up some more. Sword. And then she has a memory of killing a guy in the desert. Bum, bum, bum. Oh, and she also has what seems like a handy cam.
Yeah, that's important. That's the opening MacGuffin.
Yeah. So, Dr. Badger can't decode whatever the fuck is on the handy cam. And it's exactly a handy cam.
They act like it's new tech, but it just looks like a video camera to me.
Yeah, it looks like one of those, like, the video cameras that you would get in, like, 2006 or something like that. Yeah. It looks just exactly like that. It's very odd how they treat it. It's kind of funny. So he can't decode what's on it, but he thinks he knows a guy who can. So we go up and meet the upstairs neighbor, a guy named Joseph, and he is drunk and passed the fuck out.
Joseph is wearing a beef eater the whole time on his head. That's what his hair reminds me of.
Oh, yeah, okay. I can see
the British fucking guard hats.
I thought you were talking about gin.
Oh, yeah. Well, he's wearing that in his stomach.
Yeah. I initially, when he first, like, rolls over on the couch, I was like, oh, shit. They just modeled Keanu Reeves. And at some shots, he very much looks like Keanu Reeves. Others, it's not anywhere near as obvious, but I'm like, they just stole this from... Did they just steal these digital elements from 2077?
Yeah.
Weird.
This is not this actor's last appearance on our show either. Most likely is William Lee, who I believe is in Altered Carbon.
Yeah, that's a show we're going to have to get to at some point.
Yes, we are.
Okay. Moving right the fuck along. We get the device decoded. It's taped footage of rich people hunting a handful of replicants, of which L is one.
And this proof that they're hunting replicants is going to ruin these men. It's going to take them down forever.
Yeah. So what do we do to prove that this will be absolutely? It would be absolutely ruinous to be anywhere near replicants and illegal replicants and violence. She recognizes, or one of the men on the tape is recognizable as a senator. So L follows said senator to a replicant fight. Like a MMA type fight.
Yeah.
So that would absolutely ruin everybody involved, right?
Sure. Definitely.
Yeah. So we go there. She confronts him. They have a fight. She kills him.
She seems to accidentally kill a lot of people.
Yeah, it's one of the this show does have a lot of that. Oh, I just kicked him and he stumbled backwards out a window. That type of shit.
There was a point here where I thought, how cool would it be if one of these replicant fighters like escaped and started hanging out with L, and then we might have an interesting character. No,
we don't.
That doesn't happen. There are no interesting characters. The only character that I think that I was kind of interested in is the bad guy Blade Runner.
Yeah.
Just because I think he's a pretty good wild card. That's all he wasn't even the villain. Yeah. He's just doing his fucking job. But he was pretty cool. But everybody else is so fucking boring, dude.
The only...
And Doc Badger's cool.
I do think the Stephen Root character had some juice. The police chief.
Yeah, as did Brian Cox, but that's just because we love Stephen Root and Brian Cox.
Yeah, but it's just because Stephen Root has such ridiculous delivery on everything. And
right.
Yeah. There is, there's a little bits of good design here and there. Like L steals a tuk-tuk to chase the senator. Mm-hmm. And there are some like cool car designs. It's not
some very cool car. Yeah. The aforementioned, what's his name?
Marlowe? Yeah.
His car is dope.
Yeah, it is very cool. We see there are like cool car designs. It's not bullshit fucking Cybertruck nonsense.
No, it's pretty.
Yeah. And we also meet both of the Wallaces, Neander, the Jared Leto character from 2049, and his dad, whose name I don't remember and don't care.
Brian Cox.
Yeah. And
one you motherfucker says shenanigans one more time, Brian Wallace.
The thing that got me during this scene, and I was completely distracted by it, was just, okay, I know Jared Leto isn't doing the voice of Neander Wallace in this.
Right.
But can you imagine what would happen if he and Brian Cox were in the same room? Like, Brian Cox is famously thinks method is horseshit. Fuck you. Just act. Don't be a dick about it.
Yeah. No nonsense. Incredible talent. Yeah.
Yeah. I just would love.
He's the opposite, honestly.
Yeah.
If they're like magnets that would push apart.
Yeah, I don't know if they could be in the same room.
Right. Like
it's like matter and antimatter.
It's like the replicants trying to kill the people they were programmed not to kill. They just he comes to the door, is like, I can't go in this building.
Oh yeah.
Something is in there. It repels me.
Oh yeah, that does remind me. There is some stuff in here about how Elle can't kill people, but then she does.
That happens a lot, and I don't understand it.
I think what we're supposed to get is that when Jared Leto was tattooing her, he changed her programming, but you would think he would change it more so she could just kill people, as opposed to it's like she, kind of hits a wall, right as she's about to stab him, and then she pushes really hard and stabs him. And it's, I don't know, dumb shit.
Yeah. And then the ending scene, it's even dumber. It's like, whatever.
Yeah. Okay. So, rolling the fuck along. She chases down a bunch more people. Like, I don't know.
I kind of liked the little gang they keep running into.
Yeah.
They're pieces of shit in a fun way.
Yeah. Okay. So we see some more of the video. One of the hunters in the video is dressed exactly like the sniper from Team Fortress.
That's
And
true.
that's the police chief. And I think episode 3 is the one where, okay, so yeah, this is the point at which the audience learns that Joseph is a former Blade Runner. And he gives her a void conf and like checks her for serial numbers, but she doesn't have any.
Right.
And we're like, whatever. I don't know. Who cares?
Why does this guy have a void comp? And that's when you don't find out till later.
Yeah.
But it's heavily like nothing is a surprise in this.
Yeah, it's really not. Yeah.
Like
And
he
I don't
has
know.
a void comp, and then Marlo eventually talks to him as if they know each other. So you're pretty sure at this point. And then I don't think it's actually revealed
Yeah.
until his flashback.
Well, and if you look at a guy and he looks like this character, and the show is called Blade Runner or blank something Blade Runner, you go, oh, that guy is a Blade Runner.
They say you're a Blade Runner. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
You've also not introduced our cop character yet,
Yeah.
mainly because she's pretty inconsequential to the show.
I think, is it the next episode I can't remember. It's either this episode or the next one. Yeah. We do get introduced to a cop character. It's in the wake of the Bannister killing, the senators being killed, and she somehow traces it back to the fucking gang that Elle beat up in the first episode. And she's, I don't know, a cop character? Like, there's nothing to it. I mean, I don't know, man.
I mean, she exists as to move the plot or to
prod the plot along.
To prod the plot and to explain the plot to the viewer, if in case you're too dumb to get it.
And to get an entire flashback episode.
We'll get to it.
Which is the most interesting choice this show made. Like, by a huge margin.
I was giving them the benefit of the doubt that maybe they went on a break for several months or something, and they needed a recap episode, but we're not even there yet.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So
what episode are we on? Are we on 2?
No, we are on 3 is when she gets checked for being a Blade Runner.
Okay.
And that's like, there's not, most of these episodes, there isn't a lot fucking to them. We see some more of the fucking hunt clip. And I don't know. We get some more fucking flashback in episode 4. Episode 4 is called The Doll Hunt, where we see kind of most of the whole thing.
Yeah, is that the one where they actually go back and show it from beginning to end?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it starts with Elle getting the tattoo from a guy who is definitely not Jared Leto. I don't know why you would think that.
No, it's her boyfriend, dude.
Yeah, it is her boyfriend. And she dozes off and then wakes up because that's normal. And she walks outside the building and she's in this fucking desert and she's got a bunch of strangers there who also can't remember how they got there. Bum, bum, bum. And then
she immediately makes friends with one.
Yeah. And then some people shoot at him. And then there's a bunch of them die. And there's a fucking dune buggy chase. And
I kind of liked this episode or this scene.
Like, it's not bad. It's just,
you get the feeling that they're being hunted by rich assholes, powerful assholes who don't care about them. And you feel bad for them like you're supposed to. So, I mean, it's effective in that way.
It is. It's just also fucking inconsequential in terms of the show. I mean, This episode honestly does not need to be here other than, hey, this is actually a good episode. So, I mean, it should be here, or at least it's a relatively good episode. But we get everything that's in this episode in other flashbacks and stuff. So, I mean, it's kind of a, like, yeah, sure.
Like you said, this should be a 90-minute movie.
Yeah.
But they stretched it into a 5-hour TV show.
Yeah. Yeah, it's something. So yeah, anyway, Elle ends up stabbing the guy who had the fucking handy cam, who was a reporter, I think, or a journalist.
Yeah, that I didn't understand documenting your whatever.
Yeah, let's go film our crimes. Woo.
But are they crimes?
No. I mean,
that's like, is he filming a crime? That's stupid. But are they crimes? Not really. But yet they'll
ruin these people.
If it comes out, they'll ruin these people. It's all very, the whole inciting incident is
why in the fuck are we on goddamn Earth? Okay, if you're gonna do an animated fucking Blade Runner series, do the goddamn replicants doing an uprising in the outer colonies or something. There is no, you can budget whatever you want. You don't need to fucking have it in the same goddamn city and have effectively many of the same goddamn characters as the other movies. I mean,
like, I was thinking about this right before we recorded. Like,
it's just so frustrating.
Why is this animated? There's nobody's sprouting wings or doing, like, you think, and in my brain I compare it a lot to Edge Runners. In fact, all the animated, because I think Edge Runners is kind of prime cyberpunk animation.
Yeah,
I know there are animes that do it as well.
Yeah, I don't disagree.
But like, you couldn't film Edge Runners as a show. It had to be animation to be as crazy as it is.
Yeah.
This could have been maybe more cheaply done with actors.
Yeah.
I mean, not with Brian Cox, and I don't know.
I mean,
you're right. Why is this animated?
And if you're going to animate it, just fucking do some shit, man. I don't know. Like, it's like, I just don't get, I don't know. I just hate it when people they just like remake the things they already made, but like slightly rejigger the characters. And because, I mean, Joseph is basically K from 2049. He is a, like, as of 10 minutes after 2049 ends, if you assume K doesn't die. The police chief is exactly M. Emmett Walsh from Blade Runner. Marlowe is Harrison Ford, roughly, I don't know, a week before
the
Blade
beginning
Runner.
of Blade Runner. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, all they did was like just kind of mix up the toys a little bit. And Elle, honestly, Elle could be fucking, what is her name? Mackenzie Davis's character. Like, I mean, they're just
the prostitute.
Why? It's like with the fucking Game of Thrones thing, the Night of the Seven Kingdoms. Like, that is how you do a fucking sequel. Like, yeah, you have some elements of the world, but you don't like do something different with them. There are no fucking kings and huge politics in that. It's dumb big guy, smart little guy.
Yeah.
Dick around fart jokes. Great. Good times. Everybody loves it.
Yeah. Also, I feel like the Blade Runner movies deal with big themes of, like, what is it really to be human, and et cetera, et cetera. And this pays lip service to that, but it's really just a revenge show.
Yeah.
And for that isn't, you aren't invested in the character's need for revenge. A, because it's first showed to you only in flashbacks, and B, because I don't know, you're just never invested in any of the characters because they're not very interesting.
Yeah. It's, I don't know.
But we were going to bring positivity and energy to this episode, so let's do that now.
Guys, I hate media.
We are a little burned because this isn't that bad. Like, if I'd watched this when it was airing, I'd have been like, all right, whatever.
Yeah.
Sitting and watching it back to back for 5 hours is a little rough, as I did yesterday. And
Yeah,
sitting it off the back of Surrogates is even more rough.
Yeah, I spaced it out over like, I don't know, 2 or 3 days because I knew there was no way I was going to be able to sit down, watch it, not have a few beers, and then have my notes be comprehensible by the end of it. But yeah, I can't even imagine what 5 hours fucking shot through the heart would do.
I had lots of snacks that helped.
Just, yeah. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, so we see all that flashback shit, and she hops on a self-driving car that just like stops because she's in the road, and then the back opens.
Yeah, don't think about that too much.
Don't worry about it.
I was assuming she used her replicant strength to jam open the door.
Yeah, sure.
You got a headcanon a lot.
Sure,
yeah.
So she heads into the city, and that's where the show started. And we also get the cop, Officer Davis. She tells the chief, who's played by Stephen Root, about, and they does a really good, big quote marks job of like, you never see his face in this whole conversation they have. He's like looking out a window, but the blinds are like right down to his chin, and like the camera can never see his face, and you're like, oh shit, what's the big reveal? Oh my god. And then it's revealed, oh, he's one of the guys who was on the hunt.
Here's the thing, if they hadn't done that, I would not have put
me
together,
neither,
because they all look the
cartoon.
same.
It's a cartoon.
And this cartoon has some really fantastic animation when it comes to movement, but facial features and like articulation of hand, anything involving detail, it does not do very well.
That I feel like, and I'm sure other people would disagree. I feel like that's kind of a thing with some of your less stylized anime, where like, you're shit like, I don't know, Edge Runners, or what was that one that fucking ruled? Oh wait.
Yeah, Cyber City.
Yeah, all those characters look very different because they're all stylized to be, I don't know, this guy's fucking 9 feet tall, has giant sunglasses on all the time. And, Rebecca is 3 feet tall and has giant rock'em sock'em robot arms.
Right.
Everybody's very different. But once you kind of fit everything into everybody's kind of a normal human size and shape, and it's hard not to make the characters look very, very similar.
Well, eventually, when Elle meets up with the new replicant made to replace her, she goes, "You're me," and I'm looking at him like, these two don't look the same at all, and I'm wondering, well, are they actually the same face? They've just put white hair and a new outfit on one, and in my brain, that's how cartoons differentiate different people, because they're basically all the same. I don't know. I'm not here to dog on the animation of this thing, because it's really the one thing it had going for it.
Yeah. Anyway, it turns out he was one of the guys on the hunt, and Davis is trying to convince him that a replicant killed the senator, and he's like, "No, that's impossible. I haven't heard anything about replicants." And
not since old Roy Batty back in 17 or whenever the fuck does Blade Runner take place in
19,
I think. Okay.
Yeah. Or maybe 19 was Giant Mnemonic.
No, not Giant Mnemonic.
No, that was 20.
21.
Yeah. January 26th.
Yeah.
Hey, you want to talk about Giant Mnemonic
I would love to. Let's just recap it a minute at a time.
Yeah. That sounds like a good idea. So episode 5, it's at this point we're introduced to the Blade Runner Marlowe. And he is introduced by brutally murdering one of the fighters from the big replicant fight, as the guy's trying to leave town in the back of a bus. And yeah, that's it.
I did find myself perking up whenever Marlowe was on screen. There was something about the character that was compelling, even though he's basically a psychopath, emotionless.
Yeah. He's a very cool looking guy. He is a character that is designed specifically to appeal to me and you. like
Right.
people who watched Blade Runner.
Yeah. Okay, that's fair.
I'm curious if this translates to, I don't know, anybody younger than, say, 35.
Me too. But he's hyper competent. You know, he does his. I mean, he can't seem to kill this little girl, but I guess she's not technically a little girl.
Yeah, it's never explained exactly why she is so much tougher than the other replicants or anything, but I guess it's just Neander Wallace made her fancy and
Yeah.
gave her a Black Lotus tattoo.
Well, yeah, I got the well, yeah, he built her to kill his dad. So all the other replicants at the doll hunt were just kind of shitty off the shelf, and she's specially crafted by Neander.
Meander.
Meander.
NIA.
I'm thinking about meandering away from this podcast.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
You're my girlfriend. I made you.
Basically.
Yeah, pretty much.
We'll do a prequel with JF Sebastian.
Yeah,
Living his life.
Just farting around with his weird toys.
On the side, he manages a hotel in Deadwood, South Dakota, whatever the fuck Dakota was.
It's South Dakota.
Yeah.
I was thinking about that show earlier this week.
I'm thinking about it a lot lately.
I should watch that again.
Yeah.
Good shit.
We'll just talk about Deadwood.
Yeah, let's do it. Okay, so the first episode begins with one of the coolest scenes in the entirety of television.
Yeah, it does.
And I do not say this lightly.
No, it's bad. It's hard.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
Okay. I don't know. I think the next episode is when the police guy.
Which one are we on?
5.
Okay.
The
Elle
police
plots
guy.
her revenge with help from Jay, but Police Chief Grant mobilizes a massive LAPD manhunt to find and eliminate her.
Yes, that happens. Is that the IMDb summary?
Yeah.
That's much less wordy than this fucking Wikipedia.
It also gives us nothing to go on.
I mean, not that the Wikipedia does anyway. We get some more identities of the other hunt members. And a big fucking SWAT raid happens at Doc Badger's shop because Grant Peters, the street cop, had learned from the gang members that she was seen in there.
Mm-hmm. So
SWAT raids a shop, and I don't know, man. It's
so she was talking to Jay. This I got a little confused about this point.
Violent J.
Violent J. No, that's Dark Lotus, not Black Lotus.
No, fuck.
She was talking to Shaggy Two Dope, and she was saying, "Can you print out pictures of these guys because I want pictures of them, and then I'm going to go kill them." And he's like, "I can't. I'm busy. Get Doc to do it." And I'm like, "Well, you guys are just whatever." So she goes down to Doc's, and they start printing these pictures out. Meanwhile, you see the cops are coming, and then the cops bust in, and they're not there, and that's why I get confused. Were they somewhere else? Did Jay get a tip off? Because he was on the phone, and I was thinking maybe Marlo tipped him off that the cops are coming. I'm not exactly sure, but the cops only arrest Jay because Doc and Elle aren't there for some reason.
Let me read the last 2 sentences of the wiki summary. Okay. The SWAT team breaks into the shop, but only find Jay, who orchestrated the bait. Okay. While Doc prints photos of the hunters in Joseph's apartment. And then it's at this point that Elle runs away and goes to the police chief and his wife's condo.
Yes.
And that's where the episode ends. So she kills this guy's wife.
This was actually a very satisfying scene for me. The whole
it
thing
kind of
with
was.
the wife. She was.
Yeah. She sucked. This is a bad person. And
actually, this might have been my favorite episode.
She deserves to die. Oh, just wait. We're only 2 episodes away from flashbacks. Yeah, this episode is pretty good.
It is. It's a good one.
So she goes to the condo. It's a very fucking fancy place.
Very Art Deco. Very cool.
Yeah. Disables some cops outside, goes in, grabs the wife, straps her to a fucking chair, because the wife was also one of the hunters. And let's see. Oh yeah, and we're also intercutting this with occasionally seeing, like, the wife calls her husband and says, like, I don't know, where are these cops? This isn't good enough, blah, blah, blah. So
She's not
he's
wrong.
like, oh, yeah, I'll send some more guys, whatever. And then
You may
Marlowe. Yes, exactly.
Let's talk about Office Space.
Let's do it. What about, hey, you know, it'd be really cool. You know what? Like, let's take podcasting back to its roots. What if we got a small room with a glass front and a microphone in it and a couple of them soggy bottom boys?
It's the Soggy Bottom Boys.
I am a man of constant copyright strikes.
Yeah. We could also make a Barry reference here.
Oh, yeah. I didn't even think of that. Yeah.
Back to Black Lotus.
Pan shot. So, yeah, Grant comes back to the apartment. There's a big shootout with Elle and Marlowe, who also arrives at the apartment at Grant's orders. They have a cool, fun fight.
Yeah, I will say a lot of the fights drag on way too long, especially as you get towards the end. It almost felt like they were filling time.
Yeah.
But this whole scene from her fighting the police chief, killing him and the wife, and then Marlowe barging in. This was an exciting. As I'm thinking back on, I'm giving this episode more credit. I'm trying to find the positive, and this all the way down to the explosion is good shit.
Yeah. I would say this is definitely one of the high points of the series.
Yeah.
It kind of functions as just it does arguably go on too long, but at the same time, all the shit they're doing is cool. So
and this is the first fight with
it.
Marlowe. She has like 4 fights with Marlowe where they're doing that gun fu shit that is dumb. When I'm like, just shoot her. Yeah.
We have a great time. The cop and his wife die. Good for them.
Yeah, deserved it.
Further fighting with Marlowe, he ends up blowing a fucking hole in the kitchen wall.
I like
his gas pipe.
Shotgun.
Yeah, it's seemingly a little overcomplicated for what it seems to actually do.
Yeah,
but whatever. It's fine.
It's got a lot of lights for a thing that's existed since the 1800s and really only needs a hammer and a tube.
Yeah, pretty much. He fucking gas lines leaking, and Marlowe's like, you're basically like, got you now. And she's like, I'm going to create a spark. And then boom, explodes out of the building.
Yeah, it's a good scene.
Yeah, it's cool. And the exploding out of the building part is cool.
Yeah.
She kind of like bounces off some wires, I think.
Yeah, she falls and hits some like wires that slow her fall. She takes a lot of damage.
She really does. So episode 7. Yeah, this is when we actually find out that Jay is a former Blade Runner.
Also, I gotta say, this is such a minor quibble, and it's animation, and it's some type of computer animation too. So, but it's hilarious how at the beginning Jay's like patching her up from her big fight, and he puts the bandage over her arm wound.
Yes,
and
the wrong direction.
He puts the adhesive strip right over the wound. It's like, ow, that would really hurt and piss me off.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yes, that is true.
There's a couple times I've noticed where like the animation didn't quite like it. It takes you at it for a second.
Yeah.
Like the feet slide across the floor, and it's such a minor quibble. And the reason it takes you out is because the rest of it is so good. So,
yeah,
but it's funny.
Yeah, it's got some issues, but I don't know.
That is not a complaint on the show. Like the animation is not gonna.
Yeah, it's totally fine. Anyway, we get some more Wallace shit where, look, I guess the meta plot is that Neander Jr. invented some sort of genetically modified crops that allows humanity to feed themselves. But his dad runs the company and always has. And now Junior wants to get into the replicant business because they bought the Tyrell Corp assets shortly after the first movie. Mm-hmm. And Senior is like, this seems like a lot more trouble than it's worth, especially all this shit I'm hearing about a replicant running around and killing rich people. Right?
Don't forget one killed the guy we bought all this shit from.
Yeah.
Yeah. Brian Cox is the voice of reason.
Yeah. And this is the one where also Elle goes and kills Dr. M. Dr. M. I could not type that thinking of Arrested Development Season 3.
Mm-hmm. I missed that.
Mr. F.
It's lost on me.
Yeah,
people out there listening are getting it though, and they're loving it, Josh.
Our beloved Charlize Theron had a necklace that said MRF, and it was thought that it was like some sort of Bond villain thing. Like she worked for Mr. F, when in fact it stood for mentally, word we don't say anymore, female.
Would you like to just continue talking about her? I'm just going to keep running this joke until it...
Yeah, honestly. Yeah, so she goes to kill the doctor, but there's a trap. She gets strapped into a fucking MRI machine thing because Dr. M is a guy, he does memories.
Yeah, he's a bad guy, but he's got a nice guy working for him.
Yeah, he does. What was that guy? Who did that guy's voice? The nice assistant. I can't remember.
Do you remember the character's name?
No.
Well, then I can't help you.
Yeah, why would I know that? Goodman. How about that? Oh, Goodman. Yeah, sure. He's the only good man in the series.
That makes me like him less.
That's funny. That's a good bit. Yeah, quality comedy. So yeah, they're
seeing him. Oh no, nope, not seeing him. Oh, there's Goodman, Eli Henry.
Huh. Okay, that is not a name I recognize. I thought I recognized the voice, but oh well.
He was in NCIS Origins, Players for All Mankind, and Hacks. He played Lance in Hacks.
Okay, I have seen Hacks. I do not remember a Lance, but whatever.
I don't either. Here you'll know him from this one. In 2023, he was in Taz: Quest for Burger. So,
oh wow, I think that made my top 5 that year. I definitely made my top 10.
Yeah, I mean, it was a good one. Who can forget Taz: Quest for Burger?
Can forget Taz: Quest for Burger. So they view her memories, and then she escapes. I mean, it's like
it's fun for the 3 millionth time to ponder on, are memories real? Are implanted memories? Oh man, I just love having that conversation.
Is it our memories that make us who we are, or is there something inherent beyond them?
Let's not add anything new to the conversation.
By the way, this show posits that yes, there absolutely is something inherent beyond them. The personality map.
Yeah.
Okay. So we kill M, knocks out some guards, and Goodman. They were going through her memories and identifying the manufactured one, which they had made, I guess. Mm-hmm. And Goodman tells her, like, no, the being by the pool and getting tattooed by your boyfriend, that was a real one that you made. That's not something we wrote.
Don't worry. You're not a virgin. It wasn't implanted.
Yes. Yeah. Okay, anyway. Let's move on to one of the weirdest fucking things I've ever seen.
Okay.
So, episode 8. Episode 8 is mystifying.
It's very strange.
So nearly the entirety of episode 8 is flashbacks to stuff we saw earlier in the series. Because Davis is making a report now that her boss has been killed. So we see, honestly, you could have started with this episode and been totally fine for the rest of the series.
Yeah, that's true. Honestly,
but
I wish I had.
The absolutely mystifying thing is that it's a clip show. So,
but they put just enough new info in there that you have to watch it.
The mystifying thing is that, yeah, sure, TV shows have done clip shows forever. I mean, even cartoons, but the thing is, none of those shows were 8 episodes into a 13 episode miniseries.
Yeah.
That's you do clip shows and, a little bottle episode where you show flashback clips when you're on season 5 and you need to save a little money in production for the rest of the season or give a couple of people a week off.
So looking at the air dates on IMDb, episode 7 aired Sunday, December 19th, and episode 8 aired Sunday, January 2nd. So I guess they were thinking that over the Christmas New Year's break, people were going to forget what had happened and that they'd need a recap.
I think
usually that's handled with a last time on Blade Runner Black Lotus.
Previously on. Yeah, I don't think that's it. I think this was just a mystifying decision. And possibly, I don't know enough about the production of cartoons, and especially, Japanese cartoons.
There are some animators out there that are going to be very upset with you this episode.
Probably. But that's okay. What are they going to do? Draw me funny? I don't give a shit.
I respect your craft, animators.
I respect their craft, but I don't know enough about cartoon production to know, maybe this is a budget thing. They realized, oh shit, we are contractually required to deliver 13 episodes. We don't have the money to animate that much.
Yeah. I would like to talk to the showrunners and see what birthed this episode.
Yeah. We see a bunch of flashbacks. Davis is trying to convince everybody that Elle is not a Nexus 8. She's different.
By the way, the higher up that she's talking to is Slender Man.
Yes. Yes, that is true.
He looks exactly like the depictions of Slender Man, minus I think he has a hat. Slender Man has a hat or something. And
then he starts to believe her, and they go to the desert and they find evidence of the hunt. Bum bum bum. Wrecked dune buggies. Dead guy.
So it's real.
Yeah, and a bunch of dead replicants. And then he's like, well, this is obviously proof. We're going to get you a couple of medals and shit like that. You'll be great. And then they go back to the office, and she has been placed on leave for 3 months because of delusional behavior.
Whoops.
It's fun. And she sees a newspaper that reports that the Tyrell Corp assets are being put up for sale by the Wallace Corporation. Dun, dun, dun.
Episode 9.
Free Will.
Huh.
Do you want to talk about Free Willy? Lori Petty's in it.
I got nothing to talk about a Free Willy, I'm not going to lie.
I am not sure if I watched the entirety of that film even once when it came out on video in 92 or whatever.
Oh, man. Future Patreon app.
I honestly have no idea how that would go. Maybe it's actually a good movie.
I wouldn't know.
No idea.
The whale gets away in the end. I know that.
Yeah,
so.
the whale jumps over a thing and a kid. Yeah. And I know Lori Petty's in it, but...
So it's already got some marks in its favor.
Couldn't tell you a thing beyond that. Okay. So, Elle tells Jay that she's going to go kill Neander Wallace Sr., so Brian Cox. And then we see him phoning somebody and asking if I go through with this plan, would she be free afterwards? Huh?
I wonder what he's talking about.
Yeah, who knows? It's impossible to guess, except we could have guessed it 4 episodes ago.
Yeah.
So she goes to the Wallace Corporation, beats up some guys very easily, and like hops in an elevator. I mean, like, you really... This is... She commits this in a way that seems shockingly easy.
Well, you can write that off as being like this is what she was designed to do.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, that's true.
But yes, if this was a Shadowrun, the GM would be letting us down.
Yeah, either that or everybody's just fucking rolling rocks every single roll, just like succeeding on every possible stealth check.
Which reminds me, everybody with a gun in this show has never fired a gun in their lives. And
No, absolutely not. Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah. So, yeah, I don't know. There's a fucking fight. She fights some guards, and then we go through an atrium, like a big, no, not an atrium, arboretum.
Oh, yeah. And she's like, ooh,
yeah,
trees.
Trees and shit. And then, so she's fighting some guards and shit, and then it turns out Joseph's on an adjacent rooftop, and he fucking snipes some guys. It's cool. I don't know. Yeah, like, this honestly could be a cool Shadowrun. As it stands, it's just kind of like, yeah, she's doing stuff. I don't know.
Everything goes right. We've watched her do this so many times at this point.
Yeah, and then Marlowe's there, and we have a fight, and Marlowe hurts her, but he gets shot in the shoulder by Jay, and she gets away. She gets to the penthouse suite where Brian Cox is and scans her hand, and the scan says that it's Jared Leto. Bum, bum, bum.
Oh my God, it's almost like it was planned.
Yeah. So Brian Cox shoots her a bunch. And I don't know.
Eventually dies.
Yeah, who cares? She kills him with his own gun. And
he's
then,
not an important character. Huh?
Yeah.
He's just there to foil the main bad guy for a minute.
Yeah, and then she dives out the window when security shows up and gets caught by Jay on a hover bike.
And then the awful song is talking about my hero rescuing me or something.
I kept just pretty much blacking out whenever the song would start. I'd be like, huh? Oh.
I heard it in 3 seconds. It took me to grab or to hit the pause button.
I do not know why, but I kept letting these play through because I kept thinking, I don't know, maybe there's like an after credit scene or something. I don't know why I had that idea.
Oh man, you like added minutes to your view through.
Yeah, it was a problem. But I don't know why I had that idea, but I just kept thinking like they could easily do an after credits thing to this, probably just because this show isn't structured tremendously well, and I don't know, it always feels like there ought to be a bumper at the end of this. Yeah, that does. Right?
It does.
Yeah. Anyway, they go away. And then we get another episode with a bunch of flashbacks. 10, Claire de Lune. We learned Jay's backstory. He fell in love with a replicant.
It's basically Reminiscence. Just go watch Reminiscence.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. Yeah, he fell in love with a fucking replicant he was hunting, and she was singing in a club. And it really bothered me that the animators do not know how that type of microphone works. She was singing into it 100% wrong. You do not sing into the top of that type of microphone. You sing into the side. Come on, guys.
Idiots.
Come on.
Josh hates animators.
I do. They made me watch this fucking show.
Is it like traditional animators for this? It's like computer, like this is all computer generated.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know how it works.
I actually watched a little bit of a special feature. A bunch of the shit was like mocap, like for
it
the
felt
fight
like
scenes
it
and stuff.
It felt like it. They moved like humans, so that makes sense.
And I assume they didn't do that for dicking around in Joe's apartment or whatever. But
I mean, Joe's apartment.
Hey,
talk about Joe's apartment.
Welcome to Joe's apartment. It's our apartment too.
You remember
We've been
the theme
around
song?
for 30 million years and we'll be here long after you. Dun, 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 dun.
Oh man, that was a phenomenon for 2 seconds in the late 90s.
What's that guy's name? Is Jeremy?
I have
Something?
no idea. I don't know.
He was in Kangaroo Jack as well.
That's right.
Yeah.
At any rate, I forgot what I was saying. Fuck.
This is where he ends up shooting her while they're kissing, which is
Yeah, it was something about the animation, but whatever, it's gone.
yeah.
Yeah, the hug into death trope is. I am so tired of it. I'm so tired of it.
It's it really. Man, it's just
We got to stop, guys. We got to stop.
we got to knock it off, please.
The same cliches over and over again. We can't keep doing this.
Yeah, that was the point at which I decided this is my last episode tonight. I'm gonna fuck off and eat dinner, and I'll leave the rest of it till tomorrow.
There was also a whole ass musical number, like an entire song.
1.5 whole ass musical numbers. It was tiring.
This should have been a movie, man. Why did you stretch this into so long?
Yeah. Yeah. So after this whole flashback thing, where Marlo was like harassing him, Marlo knew, like, as of kind of the beginning of the flashbacks, like, you're not like falling in love with her, are you? Oh, you got to kill her. Do it. And then, he ends up doing it. But apparently that was his last fucking retirement. Who gives a shit?
Did he do it?
Ah.
This thing does a lot of things where it shows you something, and then later it shows you that the thing it showed you is not actually what happened, which is frustrating.
Yeah. But that's all about how memory is flawed, man.
Okay, all right. I get it.
So yeah, now Elle has killed all the hunters, so I guess the show's over. Oh no, wait, now she's looking for Hoodie Guy, who we've known since literally minute 2 of episode 1, is Jared Leto.
I mean, not Jared Leto.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna say
Zachary Levi.
I don't like Neander Wallace. Like those syllables taste gross.
Yeah, they are weird. That's why I kept wanting to call it Leander.
Yeah, Leander
feels like a real name.
It is. I mean, I've never met a Neander. I mean, it's not
Neanderthal.
No, that's a valley.
Neander short.
Don't like that. I don't like that at all.
It's not the word, it's the joke, right? You don't like that I said that.
Yeah. Oh, I bet some people are going to be enjoying this episode.
People like it when we suffer. Like, they've straight up said it. So
Yeah.
we're suffering, folks.
Yeah. Now, the fun part is, will those same people have seen this, liked it, and then be angry at us that
I know.
we didn't like it?
I'm afraid there's got to be people that love this because it's
I'm sure there are.
Yeah. And I don't begrudge people who do. It's just
Yeah.
there isn't enough meat on this bone.
Yeah, certainly not.
It's like a beautiful chicken wing that you're like, this is going to be delicious. And you bite into it and it's all gristle.
Ugh.
It's
Yeah.
a great comparison, right?
Yeah, it is, really.
Are we on to the next?
Not
one
quite.
yet?
So this is when we see a vaguely interesting version of the enhance on one of her memories.
Because we got to do all the Blade Runner shit.
Yeah, we got to do all the Blade
Even if
Runner
it
shit.
makes no sense.
Oh, and by the way, in the building that Joseph lives in is the Bradbury Building, which is in Blade Runner, except it also has the Frank Lloyd Wright Mayan tiles on the walls of his apartment. So they really just mixed up about 4 separate locations.
Yeah.
Well, it's fun, and they're all just locations straight out of Blade Runner because we just can't do a new thing.
Nope.
It's physically impossible to do a new thing. And then we see Jay call or get a call from Jared Leto, and we're like, oh shit, he's working for him, which we certainly did not figure out in in that phone call he had where the caller was unidentified, where he said, "If I go through the plan, she'll be free, right?" Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, I had no idea. It was complete and total shock to me.
Yeah.
Also, if it had been a shock, wouldn't have been a satisfying one.
No, wouldn't have. Yeah, you're doing a bad job, people. Like, it's just not a good job. Okay, so in the next episode, 11, Leto tells Joe or Jay to retire L, and he has a big monologue about how he's going to create a perfect world, and part of this creating a perfect world is creating a, I don't know, Viking-looking version of L.
Yeah. But by the way, this brings me to, I feel like the motivations of this Leander Wallace are not the same as the motivations of 2049's Leander Wallace. Is it Neander? I keep saying the fucking thing that my brain wants to hear.
Well, you say the thing that is actually a word and a name in the real world, as opposed to made up Niander.
At any rate, because Jared Leto had talked about, like, you know, no great step forward has been made without a free workforce and making slaves. And this guy's like, I'm going to be God to the next step in evolution, which was that really what Jared Leto had talked about?
No.
I just can't buy these two being the same guy, is what I'm saying.
I don't know. Yeah. Look, we got to have some suspension. Maybe his beliefs changed after this robot in this show cuts his eyes.
Yeah, and after he changes his haircut, which thank God he does.
Oh God, I fucking
Even Jared Leto's bad haircut is better.
I just want, Jared Leto's haircut in Blade Runner 2049 is not, like, it's not good. It looks unpleasant and deeply greasy. On the other hand, this is horrible fucking My Chemical Romance. Welcome to the Black Parade. Like,
it's about as emo as it gets.
Crying about his mommy in song. Okay. This one. So J and L go to Dr. M's lab.
Dr. M, a lot of letters.
Yeah, really are. And they're gonna have Goodman erase her bad memories. Or at least that's the idea, so that she can be free and not worry about the, creepy boyfriend who everybody except her knows is Neander Wallace. And he explains, like, no, we can't do that. We gotta like baseline it, just totally erase the whole thing. Otherwise, you get a lot of weird disconnected shit. Like, it doesn't work. You'll go crazy. And I think
she's like, fuck, do it.
Yeah, go ahead. And it's also, I think, around here somehow, that's when she realizes it was Junior, Neander Wallace, who created her and whatever. And Jay goes out on the street as she's climbing into the machine to have her memories wiped, and he goes to a payphone and calls Wallace and says, yeah, she's, it's fucking done.
I killed her.
Yeah. And then Neander is like, Water Lily is the blonde bot's name.
That's right.
I kept just typing blonde by it because I was probably half drunk and just didn't miss her name at some point.
I don't think they ever said it until the very end.
Okay. I believe that.
I think we were supposed to interpret that the thing on her back was a water lily, but I didn't because I don't fucking know what a water lily looks like.
I do know what a water lily looks like, but interpreting black line tattoos is not always intuitive.
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially like
Josh coming after tattoo artists too now.
Especially like what? This guy is just that hung up on fucking flowers.
Yeah, and back tats.
Yeah, weirdo. All right.
I did think it's funny when he's tattooing Black Lotus and she's saying, like, it's beautiful. And it's on your fucking back. Mm-hmm. How do you know it's beautiful? Anyway.
You cannot see this. This is on your fucking back. This is on your right shoulder blade.
Yeah.
He's not holding up a mirror for you. Also, you can't see his face.
Yeah.
Like, you do not have eyes around your head.
My
So
favorite. Never mind. Go ahead.
Billy Idol song.
Yes, that's what I was gonna say. But Billy Joel was the only artist that would come to mind, and I knew that was wrong.
I wonder if I would like Billy Joel more if he recorded a version of Eyes Without a Face.
Eyes
I
around
mean,
your head?
Probably not.
No,
But-
probably not.
Yeah. So then Waterlily goes to the lab and fucking kills all the motherfuckers except for Elle because she just kind of disappeared out of the tube. It was
Yeah, they'd have. Once
Yeah.
again, they do a lot of bending reality just for the shock value, which is
yeah.
it's up there with the cliches for me. That's like it's cheap.
Yeah.
It's unearned.
Yeah.
You can't have her stab a tube that we just saw a person in, and then the person's not there. That is unearned shock value or relief or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah. Yeah. It's not good. And yeah, Jay goes back to his apartment and Marlowe's there and he calls Marlowe and he's like, yeah, I retired her. Cool. Episode 12, big fight in the lab between Elle and Waterlily until the pigs show up and they, end up running away and getting separated. And then, this is the point at which you're like, oh yeah, there was that cop character. She got a whole episode, 4 episodes ago. And we meet the cop. And she explains, no, I believe you. I found the replicant bodies in the desert. And, if you come into my protection, we can arrest everybody involved. And then she runs away.
At this point, this is the point my brain said the Epstein files were just released and nobody gave half a shit. Why are they going to care about killing robots in the desert?
Because everybody in this movie just watched Strange Days.
Oh.
If you tell somebody important and good in a position of authority, things will be fixed.
Yeah, it always works.
100% of the time. Oh yeah, so she's so then after Elle runs off, Davis goes into a phone booth and is like, yeah, I think Neander Wallace is in on this new chief. And you're going, she's going to get stabbed immediately, right?
Yeah.
And then she is immediately stabbed with a sword by Waterlily. I'm not even sure what camera angle made it so distinctly obvious that she was going to die.
Yeah.
She was going to be stabbed or shot, but it was just the way the scene was set up. It was like she walks into
because it was set up in a cliche
booth.
way. Like everything is cliche.
I don't think I could like the thing is a lot of the time with cliches, I can describe exactly what it is doing it. In this, I can't. It's just too there. Like
It's also
too
that-
obvious.
Whenever it shows somebody doing something that you don't necessarily need to see, like you don't need to see her calling her boss and telling him what we already know. So you're like, okay, this scene only exists for something else to happen.
Yes, actually, that's probably a big part of it. Sort of like if you're watching a TV show or a movie and you see somebody cross a street for no reason.
Right. Or have a conversation while standing in the street. Yeah.
Yeah.
Movies where buses make no sounds.
Yeah. If only that were fucking real life, man. Jesus.
They're so noisy.
Yeah. So Marla goes to Joe's apartment. And then they have a fight. The cockroaches help.
They do. They're so funny when they're doing it too. They're so charming.
They are. It's a real slapstick thing. Yeah. It's good shit. They pulled out a fucking tuna can that lured a cat over that Marlo trips over.
They do like a little dance line where they're kicking their legs. Oh,
yeah,
man.
it's like Rockettes.
They're so great.
Roachkettes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a reference for very few of you.
So Jay kills Marlo, who was actually, we see in his memory, the one who killed Celine, who was the replicant singer.
If this was a
He
movie,
just shot him right in your arms.
if this was a movie, I would say that this was tacked on by the studio to make Jay seem more likable. This is pointless.
Yeah.
I hated Jay is the only character with like any real development, and this moment for him that's tortured him his whole life. You find out he's got no reason to be tortured by it. Like it's such a bad twist.
Yeah, it's not good. Also something I think I was going to say earlier, and then we got sidetracked into, I don't know, fucking Free Willy or some shit. Was that one of the things we learned about Jay is that he has the record for most retirements, like 200 or something like that.
He's the best Blade Runner.
Yeah, he was the best guy. Anyway, so Elle shows up. She tells him that she didn't get her memory wiped, and the water lily lady shows up.
Water lily
lady, rubber baby buggy bumpers. And he says, "Okay, let's get the fuck out of the city." She says, "No, fucking Jared Leto's gonna come after us, so we gotta kill him." And then that's the last episode. That's like
show.
They go to Tyrell Corporation and kill a bunch of people, and Elle has a 55-minute long fight with Water Lily.
Jay has a 55-minute long fight with Marlowe.
Yeah,
which actually might have been in the previous episode.
Yeah, that was in 12. We're now on to 13, man.
Yeah, I kind of liked the Jay and Marlowe fight. I don't know. It was too long.
It was all right. I mean, it was fine.
Yeah. More of a shootout than a fight, but I mean the fights are well done. They look real. They're like you said, they're mocap, so that makes sense.
Yeah.
They lean on them a little bit much to fill time.
Yeah. So while she's fighting Water Lily, Jay is in the fucking clone farm or something.
Cliché-ly setting cliche bombs.
Yeah, exactly. But he's throwing some bombs around.
And you think, there's no way in hell that he's going to sacrifice himself at the end and set the bombs off while pushing her out the door. That would never happen.
Certainly not. That's not dramatic structure as I know it.
That's not the thing I've seen a million fucking times.
Yeah. So Elle and Water Lily are having a big fight, and can't remember. I think, let's see. Yeah, okay. So then at a certain point in the middle of their 45-minute fight, Wallace is like, "Hey, I wonder where that fucking Blade Runner is."
Yeah.
And goes down and finds the clone tanks, and then the girls come, fight their way down to the clone farm, which on the map is seemingly in a totally different section of the building, but whatever, who cares? And where, Elle eventually very slightly defeats Water Lily, and then Wallace kills her because she's imperfect.
Yeah, she sucks.
She should have been able to kill fucking Elle.
And he does it while hugging her.
Yeah, sure.
You know what this made me think of? It made me think of in 2049 when
Death?
What? Death?
Death?
No, not.
Did it just make you think of death?
In 2049 when they're going through the archives and that weird character that we mentions the blackout.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be cool to have a Blade Runner miniseries that takes place in the blackout?
Okay, so not a miniseries, but they did do the 4 shorts that came out before 2049, and I think were on the 2049 Blu-rays. And I think the company that did Black Lotus, did a short set in the blackout.
Maybe we should cover those sometime.
A crash, something like that. Yeah. We honestly should have at some point. I think Ridley Scott's son does another one. Can't remember who else.
We can probably dedicate an episode to him and get enough out of it.
I mean, I can't imagine they would be less entertaining than this.
Right. Anyway, finish this bullshit.
Yeah, so Wallace kills Water Lily, and then Elle is like, "No, you fucking suck," and she can't kill him because she can't kill him, but then she cuts him across the eyes with a sword.
Yeah, never explained how she can't harm him, but then harms him really
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah. And then she and Jay are running away, but Jay is really hurt, so he's collapsed on the floor, and he shoves her in the elevator and sends her down, and he's got the fucking detonator.
By the way, I liked when Jay tried to fake a detonator with his little inhaler.
Yeah, that was funny. That was
Nobody's buying
a
this.
little bit. No. Yeah, he pulls out his little nebulizer. So then we flash forward a month, and we see Davis returning to work at the police station in a wheelchair.
Oh yeah, Davis, she exists. Oh,
Yeah,
look,
remember?
she didn't die. How
was a-
definitely not cliche.
She was a super important character.
She could not. They could have erased all of her shit and changed nothing.
Yeah, and let's see. Wallace monologues about how he's gonna replace humanity with replicants, I guess. I don't know. And then we go to Joseph's apartment, where we see Doc Badger. Hey, remember him? He was a great character that was completely underused.
Mm-hmm.
And he finds Elle's sword. And then we cut to her leaving the city, exactly like one of the endings of Cyberpunk 2077, like to within a pixel almost.
Spoiler alert.
She drives out through the desert on the fucking motorcycle thing, and
Yeah,
we're done.
it's definitely not cliche.
No,
Good job. Proud of us.
I don't know. I think we made it through, so that is something.
Yeah.
Um,
I don't like. Part of me wants to think this movie is wasted potential, but I don't know that it is because I just don't feel like it should have been made. It's very interesting animation that, although I liked, I don't know if this is the type of story you should be telling with this style of animation.
Yeah,
because this type of story is a lot of people talking to each other and emoting, and this animation style is very hard to get these characters to emote.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And this is more of like a high action, which there's plenty of, don't get me wrong, but it's just the kind of the same shit over and over.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Here's a little bit of trivia thing. The short films before 2049 were Blackout 2022. Then the next one was 2036, Nexus Dawn. Bum, 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 bum. And then I think Nexus Dawn actually had Jared Leto in it and Benny Wong. And that was the one directed by Ridley Scott's son. And then 2048, Nowhere to Run has Batista in it.
Oh, good.
Which makes me think maybe I'll like that better than the movie. And if Batista is, proportionally more of the runtime.
I mean, I'm guessing he'd be most of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll cover those at some point.
Yeah.
Maybe get Sean back for him too.
Sure.
So we can gang up on you again.
I don't give a shit. I know I'm right.
Oh, incorrect, but we'll let you keep believing it. What else do we have to say about? Do we go straight to rating? There's no box office.
Oh, there is.
Oh, God.
I just pulled it up because I don't know. I didn't have shit better to do. Okay. The first episode I pulled up the box office for.
Okay.
So number one at the movie theaters that week, earning $27 million.
This is December of 22.
This is November 12 through 14, 21.
Okay. I don't know.
It was directed by somebody whose movie is in the Oscars tonight. It's a Marvel film. We've gotten so close to this a couple of times.
I don't know.
The movie in the Oscars is Hamnet. This film was The Eternals, directed by Chloe Zhao.
Oh, wow. I feel like that doesn't seem that long ago.
Yeah. Number two was apparently a Clifford the Big Red Dog movie. Didn't know that happened.
Nice.
Made $16 million that weekend.
Wow, not great.
Not awesome. Number 3 is Dune Part 1 in its second week.
I thought that might be on there. I was actually thinking about saying it. It seems like the right time.
I couldn't quite nail it down. Yeah. They're like, I don't know. The next one's the last Bond movie, No Time to Die. Something.
Not a lot.
Ahead. Yeah, something called Ron's Gone Wrong, which I don't know what that means, but it seems weird. Like all sorts of crazy bullshit. Shang-Chi is still in theaters at number 16.
Ooh, Ron's Gone Wrong is animated.
Oh, weird. That is odd looking.
Never heard of this in my life.
Absolutely not. No. Yeah, odd. Never seen that. Never heard of it.
It's got Zach Galifianakis.
Really?
Rob Delaney. It's got a lot of decent. Is it like a DreamWorks thing?
Looks vaguely DreamWorksy.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
This ain't a Ron's Gone Wrong podcast. Stay tuned for that one.
No, it isn't. Oh, and number 12 that week was Last Night in Soho, directed by friend of the pod.
Probably not friends anymore.
You're right. Maybe not.
Last Night in Soho was interesting.
I liked parts of it. The movie as a whole did not hang together for shit.
Yeah.
There were parts of it that were cool, and it had Terrence Stamp, so...
yeah, it was a pretty movie, too.
Yeah, it was neat looking, but kind of sucked as a movie, but neat looking.
Okay, let's rate Black Runner Blade Lotus.
I don't like... I think I'm going to I think I'm going to feel mean after this, but go ahead.
Yeah, I'm going to try to...
This is all going to be very unfair. I am just feeling punished this week, I think.
I'm going to try to be objective. Story 1. No. The story, for me, is the weakest part of it because there is not a story that I was interested in. There's not a character I was interested in. There's not a backstory I was interested in. The story is not interesting.
And I cannot stress how incredibly predictable the entire thing is from, like, literally the end of episode 1. I could have mapped this out on a fucking spreadsheet.
When people like lean heavily on cliches like this did, and there are other movies that do that, it almost makes me think, like, are the directors, and the writers for that matter, do they know they're doing a cliche, and is it like an homage? Like, it's so obviously telegraphed. Like, do you know you're doing this and you're like, look at this thing you all expect, it happened? Or do they really think they're the ones that are doing it well? Like the hug stab thing. Like, when somebody does a hug stab at this point, I feel like Game of Thrones killed the hug stab.
Yeah.
Like, when you do it at this point, is it like, remember all those great hug stabs? Here's another one for the books, baby.
Maybe. I honestly don't know.
I just don't understand leaning on cliches. If I had written something like that, I'd be like, oh, this is so cliche. Nobody's going to like this. I should do something different.
Yeah.
And I'm not a good writer, but sometimes when I'm like game mastering or something, I'll throw in some cliches because it's fun to act that out. But
yeah, and cliches can be fun.
Yeah. I mean, like, I love a lawful stupid paladin.
There is a reason that they are, popular and long lasting, right? But I don't know. I've seen 9 million hug stabs.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? Like, you can't surprise me with it unless, like, say, I don't know.
Maybe if, like, his dick came out of her back, that would be a hug stab that you wouldn't expect.
Yeah. Or
Robo-dick, activate.
Yeah. That's, yeah.
Anyway, what is your story rating?
Let's see. These are out of 10. So, I mean, it fucking sucks. The math all works. I guess I actually, okay. So here is an interesting position for me. Mm-hmm. I, on the one hand, prize, like, innovation and, are you going to surprise me?
Yeah.
Like, I like that probably more than I should. Like, if somebody can fool me, I mean, great, good times. I'm into the movie. On the other hand, this movie is like a very this show is like a very elegant math equation with the story beats where I could like I said, I could have seen this coming a million miles away. So I think because the mathed itself so perfectly, I am going to go as high as a 4.
Damn.
Because I did not like it, but it was an elegantly constructed thing. Like it's of a style I totally dislike, but but all the construction is there and is of high quality. So
You're right. There's no like parts that don't make sense, or I mean,
the only thing is that episode 8.
Oh yeah,
but that I don't know. I assume that has to be budget or something.
Yeah,
I truly don't understand.
I'm gonna go 2.5.
Yeah,
because I gave Surrogates a 2, and I feel like it is slightly better than Surrogates.
My initial reaction was 2, and then I worked out the innovation versus perfect math thing.
There you go. I get it. Influence, NA. It's too new, and nobody's ever going to talk about it ever again after this.
Yeah, why would they? Yeah.
Prescience. I mean, whatever we gave Blade Runner, because it's exactly stolen from Blade Runner.
Yeah, except for worse haircuts.
I mean, this doesn't focus on...
And there are bad haircuts in both the Blade Runner movies.
No, you're right. Haircuts are so bad. And
but this one is way worse than the others.
It doesn't focus on any dystopia stuff. It doesn't really... It's like much like Surrogates. It doesn't want to say anything.
No.
It tries really hard to not say anything important other than...
Yeah, especially when they go ahead and spend a bunch of time emphasizing how Elle is unique. And... the other applicants that got killed, they're just like normal, but she's unique.
Right. So, the whole thing about 7 is that Ryan Gosling's character?
Yes.
Joe is that he's not unique. K.
Yeah.
K. Why did I think so? Yeah. K. Is that he's not unique. That's what makes
the
fucking story work.
Yeah.
Style. It's gonna get some style points.
That's a tough one. I mean, it's like, if nothing else, the cars were cool.
Cars were exceptionally cool.
Not only were cars cool and were obvious descendants of the cars from Blade Runner.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
The design language is like, you can go, oh, that's like a third generation version of this.
Yeah. I did like reading the neon signs in the backgrounds of the city scenes, like burger.
There was one beer related. I don't remember.
It's good
what
beer.
it was.
Yeah.
Good beer. Yes. Good beer shows up about 5 times.
I might go for that. I could go for a good beer.
That's what I was doing through watching the whole goddamn thing.
But Styles got to take a hit from that end credit music.
And Leto's haircut.
And Jay's Beefeater haircut.
Yeah.
So I'm going to hit it at a 6. I'm going to give it over mid.
Yeah, I think that's very fair. I was going to go 5, but I think 6 is actually a really reasonable. It's got stuff I don't like, but it is kind of trying, even if it's not actually expanding a lot.
Yeah. The dune buggies were cool too.
Yeah. And honestly, the whole fucking chase through the desert thing, skill issue. I could have just not wrecked that fucking dune buggy.
Same. Yeah, but of course she was a 3-day-old replicant that probably didn't have any driving memories, so.
I don't know, she's got fucking ninja fighting memories, apparently.
That's true.
You'd think they'd throw an evasive driving course in there.
You would think. 1 to 5 hand raisers. So this one's, I feel like, maybe if we'd watched this before Surrogates, it wouldn't have done so poorly.
Yeah, I'm gonna go 2. I fully believe in another week, one direction or the other, I very well might have been at like a 3.5, but
I don't think I'd ever be that high.
I mean, yeah, or if we had another thing like Surrogates, like 2 in a row, I'd be down at a 1.
Yeah, I think 2 is fair. I gave Surrogates 1.5. You gave it a 1. I think 2 is fair.
Yeah.
I wanted it to be better. I expected it to be better.
I really did too. I mean, I don't know. I hadn't been specifically avoiding it except for my general sense of why do we need more Blade Runner?
Yeah.
It's fine. But
Well, it turns out we didn't get more Blade Runner.
Yeah.
Because it added nothing to anything. Yeah. It didn't need to exist.
Yeah.
Did we decide what we're doing next week?
Yes? Question mark.
Because we talked about a bunch of things.
Oh, it was Equilibrium.
Did we decide on it? Okay.
I think that is what we decided on.
We need a pick-me-up, and I remember Equilibrium being awesome. Like, maybe not in a story way, but in a fun way. So,
film directed by German guy Kurt Wimmer? Something like that.
Sure. Hope we can find it streaming.
Yeah, that didn't occur to me.
Until then, we're on social media. Go find us. Email us, hightechlowlifepodcast@gmail.com. Follow our YouTube.
Oh, yeah, we got a YouTube.
We got quite a few YouTube listeners, actually. Would never mind having more YouTube subs. It's always nice to see the number go up.
Yeah.
And we have a Patreon, which we're long overdue for content. We apologize, but patreon.com/hightechlowlife. Seeing Free Willy soon, I'm sure.
I don't know, man. Maybe that should be it.
It was fucking boring episode ever.
What a dumb fuck idea.
All right, we gotta go. Do you have a quote?
I was searching for quotes for like 2.5 minutes. I could not find any.
There are no memorable quotes. Bye.
Bye.
This has been the High Tech Low Life podcast. Find us on Bluesky at High Tech Low Life. Email us at hightechlowlifepodcast@gmail.com and find us on Patreon at patreon.com/hightechlowlife. Theme music by Nihilor at nihilor.com. Thank you for listening.
Keep it moving. Come on, what are you waiting on? Let's go.
They're trashing our rights, man! They're trashing the fluid data! They're trashing! Hide the planet! Hide the planet!
Shut up and get in the car.
Chilling at the studio. $85 an hour. So hurry up and loop a beat, Eric. Come on.
Was that Dark Lotus?
No. That was off the mixtape. I'm Violent J, but my homies call me Shithead. That's my homies. To you, I'm Violent J, bitch. I put my boys on the track even though they suck.
Yo, dog, I'm Dave. I don't give a fuck.
I got a record deal. I got a contract. But technically, for Island, I can only rap. But fuck that. With Twisted, I'ma still spit. Even though I got a cold and I sound like shit. What the fuck was that? Fuck it. Leave it in. This shit is fat. You heard this beat 80 times and I'm still freaking. And if you notice, my shit don't even rhyme.
That was good.
Now it's Shaggy's verse.
Yeah, I'm not going to do it. Although I could.